Coach in the back, Brandon Rowie, KLBK TV. Given the timing of all this, how does it put you in a hole in terms of recruiting here?
No, it was very good. Got in last night. Quick day. Very excited at 12:06 Central Time. Coach Myers called me and offered me the job, and I accepted. And I guess about 6.5 hours later, I was here in town on the phone with almost, not all, but all the players that I could visit with on the phone about their commitment to Texas Tech, or they're looking at Texas Tech with some possibilities going to other places. The reception was great. I don't have a big ego, but the great thing about myself over the years, at least I have done what Texas Tech has done with an offense. I've created a name. Most players know who I am because I have been on TV a little bit, been National Coach of the Year, done a few things, and that helps. When you're in recruiting, it helps to be able to sell your offense, sell your defense, but also sell the name of the university and the coach that's selling all that. So it went very well last night on the phone. I'll make more phone calls today. It was a great response. Nobody said, "Coach, I've decided to change my commitment." It was very, very positive. And again, we've still got a lot of work to do over the next few weeks.
Hey, Coach, Pete Christie from Channel 11. First off, welcome to Lubbock.
Thank you.
Want to get your assessment of the Big 12 compared to your old stomping grounds, the SEC. What do you think?
Well, the main difference of both conferences is as we speak, and it evolves. It evolves rapidly. But as we speak, the SEC's known more for defense, and the Big 12 is known more for offense. I mean, it's bottom line. You look at 3 of the top teams in the nation offensively were from the Big 12 this year. And if you look in the SEC, there probably wasn't one in the top 10. I can't think of one right now, but it just goes in cycles. But I like both conferences. It really excites me to have the opportunity to come over. Again, I was in one of the last few years on the staff with R.C. Slocum at Texas A&M of the Old Southwest Conference, and a couple years later evolved to the Big 12. But again, in our profession and in any profession, you look forward to doing things what people enjoy. And in this state and in this conference and in the SEC, people love college football. And it gives you a shot of adrenaline. It makes you work harder. It makes you compete harder. And, it'd be hard to compare both conferences. But if you just looked at the standout things, I would just say right now, offensively, the things are going much better in this conference. Defensively, overall, probably in the SEC a little bit better.
Coach, here in the back, Colin McElroy, Channel 11. How do you make a defense nationally prolific like the offense has been since you are a defensive coach?
Well, number one, you have to have a plan, and you'll find out pretty quick that I'll have a plan from day one when we put our offense and defense in. We stick with it. I'm a fundamental and technique coach. When we bring players in, we're going to teach them how to play our offense. We're going to teach them how to play our defense. We're not going to take anything for granted. Again, it all starts with hard work and all those things. And to play for me, they're going to have that. But I believe in consistency. And if you look at all the top teams in the country, they're based on consistency, not changing 1 week or 1 year. Hey, this looks good, let's go to this. Or you change subtly. But we'll have a base offense, we'll have a base defense, and we'll build from that each week. When we play on Saturday, we won't be complicated. We'll be simple in terms of what our players think. It'll look a little bit more complicated in the naked eye. But I love for our players to go out on Saturday, have fun, play hard, play fast, and play with a lot of emotion. And you can only do that if you know what you're doing. And each week, again, we'll have a game plan. But the time we get there on Saturday, it'll be a game plan that they'll know inside and out. But to get back to your original question, consistency on defense, consistency on offense makes you better. Obviously, you have to have players, but you can play very well with average players. When we go out and recruit players, there's 2 types. There's uncommon players and there's common players. Uncommon players are the Peyton Mannings and Emmitt Smiths and Herschel Walkers, those type of guys. The common players are guys that might not be that talented, but they've got it in them to get out of it. And if you give 100% and put it together as a team, you got a chance to be successful. And so we're going to look for those uncommon guys. They're not out there very often. So what we have to do, and what most teams across the country, even the national championship teams, you go out and take players. You try to predict what they're going to look like in 3 years when you sign them, which is very hard, by the way. But you bring them in, you try to teach them how to play, try to play consistently, and if you do that, you'll make for a better football team.
Coach, over here, Lee K. Howard, Channel 13 here in town. Just wondering, what can the players expect from you as their head coach as far as your coaching style toward the players?
Well, I delegate authority. I'm in on everything. I love to coach special teams. Obviously, I think I know a lot about offense. What I do is, and I tell the players this, I coach coaches. I hire guys. I don't care who they are. They know what they're responsible for. They take care of that responsibility. And they relate it to their players, and if they can do that, then we've got a chance to win. But the thing about coaching in this profession, you have to keep consistent. And I think the players will enjoy what I do. I'll know every one of them. I try to every day in practice try to go by, pat every player on the back, say something to them, ask them about their mom, girlfriend, how's school going. I think that's important because in college football and pro football, everything's separate. You have offense, defense. They never do anything together. I'm a true believer of them knowing their head coach, that I care about them. I'd bring them in one time a month, each player in my office, sit down and we talk, we visit. And most time it's not about football. It's about life, academics, and little things that are bothering them. To me, that's the role of a head coach, to continue to mold players, get them on the right direction, and know them all. And I'm not fond of kickers over the years, but I really am. It's just kickers have given me a fit over the years, but I enjoy working with them because sometimes they don't feel like they're part of the football team. They're off on another field, and nobody knows their name other than one time. When they go out there and miss a field goal or have a bad snap, everybody knows them then. But I try to make everybody feel like they're a total part of the team, from the scout team guy all the way up to the starting quarterback that gets all the publicity.